What's up? We connected? Yo,
Hi, you gotta talk to the people.
I know, but I'm asking y'all connected. We connected?
You're live,
All
so
right.
say hey, introduce
All
our thing.
right. Say less. Be out. Yo, what's up, people? Welcome to Matters of Opinion. This your boy Bamboo. My girl Des is having a little technical difficulties, but that's okay. We gonna hold it down until she get here. You feel me? So first of all, I just want to let you guys know Merry Christmas. You know what I mean? I would ask you guys for, your feedback, but for some reason y'all don't chime on to let us know what your feedback is and want to know how everybody Christmas is going. You know what I mean? But other than that, you know what I mean, the topic of today is gonna be the holidays. You know what I mean? And what y'all can, you know, how's your holiday going? You know what I mean? Of course we want to welcome Mika into the chat. You know what I mean? Bella, hey, how you doing there, Bella? Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to all. Know what I mean? But like I said, today we're gonna talk about the holidays and saying figure out, what 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 you thankful for, what you grateful for, you know what I mean? Because we all got a lot to be grateful for, you know what I mean? Because like I was explaining to my son earlier, you know what I mean, that there's a lot of people that woke up this morning that didn't have nothing to open. There's a lot of people that woke up this morning to, a tragedy in their family. There's a lot of people that just woke up to this morning that was just kind of messed up for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I want to say what's up to my sisters. Welcome aboard. You know what I mean? Misha was good. Your girl Des will be on in a minute. You know what I mean? But again, like I was just saying, there's a lot of people out here that was, you know what I'm saying, not grateful this morning to, what they woke up to. So, first of all, I want to send my heart condolences to them. You know what I mean? And things will probably get better next year. You know what I mean? Hopefully. But, you gotta remember, you know, things get greater later. You know what I mean? You just gotta work on your situation, work on what you want to happen. You know what I mean? And, hopefully things will get greater later. You know what I mean? Um, oh, Misha, Des is having technical difficulties on her end. You know what I mean? So you stuck with me until she chime in. You know what I mean? So just get used to me. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's keep messing with me, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be over. But again, let's talk about the holidays. You know what I'm saying, and talk about what we thankful for, what we grateful for. You know what I'm saying, and you know chime in on the chat and let me know what y'all thinking or what y'all could be grateful for or thankful for. You know what I mean? Of course I'm gonna start. You know what I'm saying, because ain't nobody really getting in on the chat letting me know what's good. But again, I don't want to be cliche, but I'm thankful for health. I'm thankful for, what I'm saying, family. I'm thankful for associates. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thankful for, life in general. You know what I mean? And basically, wealth and able to work and, what I'm saying, provide. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you know what I mean, if anybody want to chime on and, give me a reason why you thankful, I'll be more than happy to read it off. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, that's his experiencing difficulties. So I'm gonna have to hold it down until she, what I'm saying, get ready. You know what I mean? So with that being said, what I mean, let's move on to the topic and let's just talk about what here goes Des. Oh, she's back. I
No.
knew she couldn't just let me rock out. Yeah, so I'm saying, do my thing. I knew she just couldn't let it happen. You know what I'm saying?
You're a hater.
How's everything going? That's
Merry
love the
Christmas, everybody. How are you
okay.
guys doing?
Love the
I'm
background,
here.
Des. Love the background.
Thank you. I'm trying something a little new. Actually, I should have turned the light on for that little thought bubble, but it is what it is. We have a couple more weeks left. Actually, yeah, we have a couple more weeks left on this platform. This platform has been giving me or us so much trouble, and that's why it wasn't detecting my camera. Like it's just giving us problems. But you know what? We're not gonna let it stop us from having a great Christmas. Okay, it's been a great day, and we here and we just rolling with it. So you know, here we
Well,
are.
here we are. I mean, things gonna get better. Things get greater. What I mean? It's just little bumps along the road. What I
Little
mean? But
bumpity bumps.
we handling it. What I'm
Yes.
saying? We handling it. Um, we got Sweet Family Chronicles. She said, I'm thankful for a sound mind. So many people suffer from mental health issues, and with the whatever. Let me
With
get
the
my
world,
glasses. Let me get my glasses. Cause
with
this
the
shit
world
got me
turning
looking.
upside
Yeah.
down, may not know how to handle it. hmm
Well,
Hey,
let me tell you.
Bella.
Let me tell y'all something
You know
about
what, Michelle and Ashley? I appreciate y'all asking for me. I'm here. Thank y'all for looking out. Your girl is here. She's
I
in the
could have did it
building.
without you. I could have did it without you. I was on the roll.
It's not the
But
same. It's not the same.
you're right. It's not the same. But Sweet Family Chronicles. Let me explain this to you about mental health. And I'm a little harder on mental health than what I'm saying than I think I should be. You know what I mean? But mental health is serious out here. You know what I'm saying? And there's people out here that wasn't born with a sound mind. There's people out here that went to war for this country and came back, a little messed up. Well, what
A
we would
lot messed
consider
up.
to be what we would consider to be messed up. But some people, came back, a little messed up. I mean, but mental health is something that we have to deal with on a daily basis. And we have to wake up in the morning with patience to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think we all need to be trained to deal with it, but I think there's certain professions that need to be trained to deal with it so that this way, tragic things don't happen. You
Well,
know what I mean?
especially because like I feel like we're in a mental health crisis and it's a lot of people suffering at an all-time high and not a lot of people are equipped to handle and deal with people suffering from mental health. So, they don't know how to respond to it, they don't know how to handle it, they don't know how to deal with it, they don't know how to support, they don't know how to, advocate and people are just lost. So it's like the blind leading the blind.
Yeah, but you know that and to play the devil's advocate, right?
hmm
To play the devil's advocate. Like people got to understand when officers, bus drivers, fire department, ambulances, when they come up on the scene or they dealing with somebody from a mental health aspect, they really don't know that that person has a mental issue normally until
After the
it's
fact.
kind of too late. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody want to march and everything. But with
When a
with the
march is
80
crazy.
with the ADA, the I think it's the American Disabled Association,
The
they don't
Americans
want
with Disabilities Act.
eh, well, same difference, disabled, disability, but they don't want your disability to be marketed, to be known out there. So me personally, I think there's a bracelet or something that you should put on your mental person. You know what I'm saying? Your person that
Now,
has mental
okay, all
health.
right, hold on, hold on,
Hold
hold on,
on,
hold on.
hold
Wait, wait,
on,
wait.
hold on.
Let's restructure that a little bit. Put on your mental. It sounds like you say talking to them like they're dogs and saying like
Well,
put on
no,
your mental person.
I thought I said in the beginning that it was gonna sound a little crazy.
Well,
You know
I
what I'm
wasn't here
saying?
for that part. However, even if
Well, to just to clarify things, there has to be some kind of way that people that's not equipped to dealing with mental health or not used to it
Mhm.
are made aware that this person has a mental health issue. You
What
know what
about
I'm
the many
saying?
people that's undiagnosed and don't even realize themselves that they have a mental
Well, see,
illness?
that's the problem I have with that because most people don't want to get diagnosed with mental health issues. Most people don't want to get diagnosed with. Most people just be like, "Oh, well, it's just that's just the way my father used to act, so that's just the way he or she acts." No, you have a problem. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it's common. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a lot of people out there that don't want to medicate. Oh, I'm not medicating. They doing it. No, no, no. If you don't want to medicate your person with mental disabilities, then you need to stay with that person all day. You need to be the one to deal with them, because people that people that just out there in the world,
Mm-hmm.
right, shouldn't have to deal with your mental health issue, and you not wanting to medicate somebody that has mental health issues. So they shouldn't have
What
to
if they're
just
an
deal with.
adult and they don't want to medicate themselves?
Then they need to be put in a hospital and not let outside the grounds to deal with people in society. Because nothing for nothing, if I'm walking the street and somebody with a mental health condition just hit me, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even think I'm gonna be looking for a bracelet. I'm going off, because I don't know that person's situation. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what the hell's going on. That's why me personally, I feel as if, you gotta, if you don't want to medicate that person, then you need to stay with that person. You need to be the one to care for that person. This way, when you walking into Walmart, or you walking in ShopRite, Stop and Shop, or wherever, and this person flipping and going off, you able to look at people and be like, calm down. They got a little something going on. Because if not, I'm telling you, not a lot of people gonna sit there and watch another person hit them and be like, oh well, let me look for a bracelet. You know what I mean? So, if your person got a mental, if your person has a mental health issue, then I just think you need to stay with them.
No, I feel
I
like
just
there's a lot of problems with your suggestions because there's different scales and levels to mental illness, and not everybody needs to be institutionalized or hospitalized. Not necessarily everybody needs to be medicated. There's different forms of treatment. So, I mean,
give
I
me an
can
example.
kind. What do you mean?
I
Like
mean, an
depression.
example. You know the
You might be
definition of example.
depressed. Doesn't mean that you need to be in a hospital. Doesn't mean that
But if
you want to wear a bracelet where everybody's knowing your business about you being depressed. Or what if you
Yeah,
have,
but depression ain't gonna have you hit somebody.
you don't know what
Depression
mental
ain't gonna.
illness could, I mean,
So
somebody
all right,
could snap.
so if you depressed, right? Nothing for nothing, that's your situation.
Hmm.
Nothing for nothing, that's your situation. So
Hmm.
at the end of the day, yeah, we just lost you. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Then, you know, you don't want nobody to know you depressed, but people also don't know how to handle you.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if people don't know how to handle you, you know, we don't know you walking up on somebody just crying for no reason because you depressed. Of course, if you walk up on somebody and you look upset, people gonna be like, "You okay?" What you gonna tell them? Oh no, I don't want to share my mental health. My no, then people shouldn't have to deal with that. In my personal opinion,
But what if people feel like they shouldn't have to deal with you and what you bring every day on the bus?
with me being normal,
Well, if that's what you call it, but maybe society doesn't call it as normal.
oh,
What
I
if
don't
they
care
perceive
what
you
society
as
call
somebody that
me.
needs to be institutionalized?
Man, listen, I am perfectly normal, and people getting on my bus, you should know that these people gave me a $400,000 bus to drive, and they wouldn't have gave it to me if my mental status wasn't up to par. You know what I'm saying? We go through that we go through those tests all the time to see if people are, you know what I'm saying, mentally challenged or mentally, got a mental health issue. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you're depressed, right? If you're depressed as a bus driver, as a bus operator, because I'm not a driver, I'm an operator. I've been there 23 years. I'm operating that bus. So if I'm depressed, I can go to my doctor and tell him, yo, listen, man, I've been a little depressed lately, and he will be able to take me out of work until I get myself situated with pay. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I mean, you you might not want your situation to be public, but somebody got to know what's going on.
Yeah, let me dive into these comments and see what the people are saying. John says, I'm grateful for my family, my health, and my matter of opinions family. Life is so much richer when surrounded by love, wellness, and meaningful connections. It is, John. And you know what? We are grateful for you too. And that sounds like a lot to be grateful for, especially in today's society. Michelle says Bamboo did a great job though. I'm sure he held it down. You know, he can handle it. He can handle the heat. Avis says happy holidays. Happy holidays, Avis.
Shut your ass up, Avis.
Family Chronicle says I you always leave Avis alone. I hate that there isn't enough support for them. Right. John says I'm praying for the lady family that was set on fire in New York City. So sad, and the guy sat there and watched. I ain't hear nothing about that, John. What's the tea?
Yeah, dude walked into the subway, set a woman on fire, sat there and watched her burn to death.
She died.
Yeah, she didn't make it.
She was targeted.
I mean, by him. I mean,
That's what I'm
he,
saying. Like he chose her specifically. It
yeah,
wasn't
he
like a
just
person at
chose her.
random.
Yeah, he just walked up on her and doused her down and set her on fire.
That's insane. What time of day was this? Like when did you know? Oh, I got
Oh
questions,
man, yeah,
but
I ain't channel
I'm
12
gonna
news.
look into this after the fact.
I ain't Frank
Um,
Retina.
Ashley says, "I love your PJs, Bamboo. So cute."
Yeah,
That you know what's so
that's a
funny? We was
here we go.
we pointed out his pajamas earlier too. I can't. I already tried. We pointed out his pajamas earlier too, and Sean thought he had a onesie on. So Sean made him show his whole get up or whatever to confirm whether or
Whoa,
not he had
whoa,
a
whoa,
onesie
whoa,
on. But
whoa,
him
whoa.
and his
He
family,
asked
he
he
asked you, not
asked
made you.
me to
All
stand
right.
up
You
and show
dragging it.
him
You dragging
and
it. It's
and I
not a
showed
onesie.
him
He have matching family pajamas, so it's really cute.
every Christmas we do the same thing. We come up with a theme. And this Christmas it was I think this is buffalo plaid and all the
Oh,
gifts was
I thought
written.
it was just lumberjack. No.
No, I think it's I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But what I'm saying it's I think it's buffalo plaid, but whatever it is, we come up with a theme every
Cute,
year
cute, cute.
and we take pictures by the tree and we do all the we do the whole thing.
He do
You know
all
what
the
I'm
family
saying?
stuff that he don't like, but he do it.
Yes.
John says Merry Christmas. Michelle says Merry Christmas, John. Merry Christmas, John, John, and everybody else watching. We appreciate you. If you're new here and you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And don't forget to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Okay?
Here we
And
go.
so Bella says, LOL, it do sound crazy, Bamboo. You know, we can never predict what he gonna say.
What's hold
Avis
on, what
said,
sounds crazy?
no, when you the way that you said it, like, oh, you're when you said that about the disabled person, like, oh,
Yeah,
your
well,
mental
because
illness person, put the bracelet on
be,
them.
it has to be some way like I know a cop, or what she used to be a cop, right?
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna say her name, Shamika, but she used to be a cop. She retired, and she said that she never knew when she walked up on a scene when someone was dealing with mental health issues, and nobody ever said anything until they done tackled this person on the ground, or they done, what I'm saying, tased them or whatever. I mean, nothing for nothing. You just had a white guy. I forgot his name. He was just found not guilty, where a mental person walked on the train and had mentioned that somebody's gonna die today, and he had a knife or whatever, and this man choked him out, like literally choked him to death, and they tried to bring him up on charges. You know
Mm,
what I mean? Yeah, yeah. So at the end of the day, nothing for nothing. You have to. There has to be something to make other people know that, yo, listen, be patient with them because they got a problem. You know what I'm saying? And I want you guys to understand this.
I'm gonna try to leave
Like,
and come back, but keep going.
I want you guys to understand that I have a son that have mental issues. You know what I mean? And when you go out in public and this dude decide he want to just run up on somebody, like other people will lay him down. If I wasn't there, or my wife wasn't there to say, yo, listen, hold on. He got an issue. He got something going on. But again, you have to be able to control your person that has mental health issues. You have to be able to control them because everybody ain't gonna be as receptive to it as and understanding to it as you are. So I mean, nothing for nothing. I get it, man. It's a touchy situation. It's a touchy subject, but it's a subject that you have to touch on because if you don't touch on it, people are going to continue to get hurt. If you don't want to medicate your folks that have mental health issues, people are going to get hurt. Somebody's going to hurt your person. You understand what I'm saying? And then what happens? Because they have every right to protect and preserve their life at the same time. Point blank period, as far as I'm concerned. Let me read some of these comments. And listen, don't get to laughing and joking about, oh, he reads slow, whatever, whatever. Don't get to doing all of that. You know what I mean? Because, I never was one for reading. So I'm gonna read some of these comments. All right. John said, mental health is just as important as physical health. Taking time to care for mind and emotion essentials for overall well-beings. Let's prioritize it. What? For ourselves and those we love. Exactly. I agree with you 100%, John. I agree with you 100%. But like I said, I personally, I deal with a person that have a mental health issue, and I make sure that when he go out with me or my wife, that he's somewhere near us where we can physically restrain or keep him, what I'm saying, on our side and get control of him. So Sheila says, hold on. It do look like an onside ha ha onesie. No, it ain't a onesie. I tried to explain that to y'all. It Listen, even if it was a onesie, I would rock it because family time is family time. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Avis says mental health is real. Avis, I get it. Mental health is real. We get that. But there's other way to deal with mental health. You know what I'm saying? It's other ways to deal with it. If you like you just said, Avis, you just said I was diagnosed with having mental health issues, right? You said that. You said that in the chat. I'm not putting your business out there. You said that. So if you were diagnosed with mental health issues and you know you have mental health issues, right? And they want to medicate you and you say no, you walk upon somebody with your mental health issues and they don't know you got mental health issues, they're going to put you down. Point blank, period. All I'm saying is that there has to be a way to notify other people that you have an issue. It's my personal opinion. I mean, if y'all disagree, you just disagree. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So, that's your back. Go on, do your thing. Do your thing, because reading ain't my thing.
I know it's
Reading ain't
okay,
my
but you
thing.
know what? I'm proud of you.
Reading
I'm
ain't my
proud of you.
thing. Reading not my thing. But listen, on some real shit, like I said, I don't I these are just my opinions. This ain't nothing personal towards anybody. Like I said, I deal with a person that has mental health, and I deal with this person every single day that he was born. So I'm telling y'all, I know it's real, but it's something that you can't say, "Oh, I'm going to keep a secret." I'm going to keep a secret and then expect people not to want to protect and preserve their lives because you decide to go off the deep end. My personal opinion. All right, let's go ahead.
So okay, I don't know where you stopped at. If this thing cuts off my camera again, I'm just gonna stay like blank for the remainder of the live. I'm not gonna try
My
to
my
salvage it
question my
again.
my question to you is, did you charge the battery? Because mine used to do that until I
Oh
bought
no,
these.
my yes, that's fine. It's not the camera, it's Riverside.
All right, all right,
So,
all right.
but okay.
We
So you
we
covered the
stopped at
mental health. You established that your feelings on it. I don't think it's as simple as just putting the bracelet on somebody. Some of them might take it off. Some
okay.
of
So
them, just different things.
if you take it off, right, then you get what's coming.
Well, the thing is, I feel like that's okay, depending on what level of mental illness you have. For the people that are like completely not there, like they're just not here. They're not with us. They're in the room, but they're not with us. Whether they have the bracelet on or not makes no difference to them because they don't understand what's going on. for the people that are like mentally, well, I don't even know what the
So
politically
why?
correct word to
So
say is, but like they're
why?
just not there.
So why would you let your loved one
Hmm.
that you know is not all there and don't want to be medicated? Why would you put him or her out into society amongst other people that don't know or understand mental health? Why would you do that? Because
But
this
what
is
if they're
what
not out in
happens.
society? What if, say, for example,
If you home and you
something
going
happens at
crazy,
home and
go
something
crazy
happens,
at
but
home.
because you brought up the situation with your friend that's retired, right? So if she went to a scene, to somebody's house because a call got made, let's say they heard somebody else, a neighbor heard arguing, so they called. They don't know what's going on, they just heard somebody arguing, they called the police. Police goes to the house where the neighbor said that the argument is coming from, or arguing is coming from. Police get there, they hear yelling, whatever. It could have just been the caregiver to the person that has the mental illness trying to get them to calm down. That person's, losing it or whatever. And officer comes in, then what?
Well, then what's supposed to happen is
They got
the
the bracelet.
person, the person that's sane, right,
Hmm.
that don't have the mental health issues, is supposed to say, "Hold on, officer. He or she has a mental health issue. That is not violating HIPAA. That is not violating ADA. That's not violating. That's letting the officer know you got that. You have to handle this situation differently."
What about the guy they had? This was years ago. It was a therapist. He was dealing with his client. His client was having an episode. He was flipping out. They were outside of wherever the crisis center or wherever the building where the guy worked. Somebody called the police. The police came. The therapist had his hands in the air, like because they pulled up, they know what was going on, whatever. And then the therapist let the police know, hey, he's my client. He's going through an episode. He has mental illness. They still get on the ground. So he's compliant. Of course, the client is not because he's having an episode. He's not all the way there. And the therapist ends up getting shot. Fully compliant, fully also letting them know the nature of the situation. He still gets shot.
Well, let me explain this to you.
I'm just
Well,
saying it's not
because
in a perfect
because
world. These things are great, but it's
I know I know a couple of people that was officers, and believe it or not, they have a right to go home to their family as well. And like I said, when they roll up on the scene, they don't know what the
you don't
situation
shoot the
is.
therapist though. The therapist was
Well,
this was the
well,
one
I mean,
there.
yeah, well, because we don't know the whole story behind it. I mean, I'm pretty sure he ain't just say, "Oh, he got mental health issues," and they shot him. I'm pretty sure that's not how that happened. I'm pretty sure
No, he actually was
it's
laying on the ground with his hands up like he was instructed to do
and
so
they
when he
shot
got
him in the
shot.
back.
I
They
don't
shot
know
him in the
where he
back.
got shot at on his body, but he was laying on the job. I mean, laying on the job. He was laying on the ground when he got shot. I don't know if it was an accidental fire. I don't know. I didn't. I
Oh well,
honestly didn't follow up with it, but
something
it was
something
a
something
crazy thing.
happened. Something occurred, and if it was accidental, then accidental. Then I get it. You know what I mean? I get it, but don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-mm.
at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. Big up, big, and it's gonna sound like I'm some, what I'm saying, snitch or whatever, whatever. But like I said, I had an uncle that was a cop. You know what I'm saying? I had a my brother Ray's wife was a cop, and the job is hard. I mean, y'all think it's all about sitting at stop signs waiting for people to come and do this California roll thing that they do and roll up and give you a ticket. A cop's job is hard, man. 9 times out of 10, when they roll up into a scene, they don't know what they rolling up into. And the most dangerous scene to ever roll up into other than a shootout is a domestic. That's the most dangerous scene to roll up into.
It's
You know what I'm
that
saying?
and traffic stops.
You actually called the damn police. Now they're here to do their job. You don't want them to manhandle your husband, so now they in jeopardy. You know what I'm saying? But again, I don't want to just turn this into a police officer situation. I want to stick to mental health. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I just feel like there should be something to identify that person as having a mental situation, and so that the cop, not just the cop, but the ambulance, the fire department know how to handle it. Or even a person that's on a bus, like, all right, they got a problem.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll know how to deal with it. When you driving a bus and somebody just coming, and we've had this happen. Somebody just come and hit you, and then after you don't put hands on the person, and it hasn't happened to me personally. Let's just make that clear. But you don't put hands on the person, right? Because I've been a union rep. I don't represent a lot of people with some crazy shit. And you put your hands on the person, then all of a sudden the ADA gets involved, even with cops, fire department, ambulances, everybody. ADA gets involved, and they never say, "Oh well, was this person, identified or marked as being mental health?" No, they automatically go to the defense, and that's their job, is to go to the defense of the person with the mental situation. But
Mhm.
I just feel as if you gave some kind of mark, and I mean like a bracelet. Put this bracelet on, and if you take it off, then and somebody whoop your ass, then you can get your ass whooped. You know what I mean? But at least identify yourself that you got a mental
I
problem.
mean, well,
That's just.
there. So
So
yeah.
I got to mark myself for when the ambulance come, that I'm either allergic to wheat, I have allergic to penicillin, either I have heart condition,
Mhm.
a heart monitor, I'm diabetic, or I got a medical situation. So you got to treat me different with the medical situation, right? But
Mhm.
a person with a mental situation don't have to identify themselves until it's too late, until the lawsuit is filed, right? That makes to me that makes absolutely no
What
sense.
if they're identified like, okay, let's say a veteran, right? A Vietnam vet. They done been through a lot, seen a lot,
Big up to the
right?
vets. They see a
Right.
lot.
So they're here, they're going through PTSD and a whole host of other mental illness stuff, right? So let's say they got their bracelet on, but they right now they crashing out
I
because they
still
have their bracelet on and they're getting ready to take you out. They're trained. They probably have more training than you. They're trained. They're ready to take you out, but because they have their bracelet on, does that, oh well, this person has their bracelet on, so I don't want
no, I
to.
no, I still have a right to protect and preserve my life. But if they get to a point where it's me or you, oh, you out of here. You out of here. Ain't no doubt in my mind. I'm gonna initially start off calm, and you know, I'm trying to handle him different. But if
Mhm.
he crashing out, and we done crashed, oh yeah, it's the best man wins.
Which point in the comments did you get to so we can start catching up in
Oh
here?
man, I got to the point where Ava said she had a situation where she had. I'll tell you. Let me see, because I
Well, it's all right.
just
Not
start off at Mika saying, right above Mika saying, "That's you're going again." So start off with Mika, facts bamboo, because I don't hear that often. So start off with
okay.
facts bamboo from Mika.
Yo, you get up out of there. Okay, so John says we need to stop the stigma surrounding mental health. It's time to create a world where seeking help is seen as a strength, not a weakness. Let's break the silence and support each other. I agree 100%. I feel like a lot of people don't get help because it is seen as a weakness if you need help. Especially, I feel like in
It's
our community, because growing up, I would hear, oh, a white man can't tell me this and a white man can't tell me that. I'm not sitting in nobody chair and they telling me how to live my life. This is my life, blah, blah, blah. And growing up, hearing that and then becoming an adult and needing to kind of get things together myself and trying to like break the chain from that is not as easy. You have to be a strong-willed person to go against what you've been like what's been programmed in your head to receive. So I agree.
well, John, I agree with you 100%. But I'm gonna tell you where I think it starts at. I think it starts with us. I think we have to start breaking that cycle of letting people know, oh, it don't make no sense for you to go to a therapist. Let me tell y'all something on some real shit. It's never a bad thing, never a bad thing to seek help with depression. Another, it's never a bad thing to seek help in general.
Right.
If something is bothering you and you
Don't.
feel if I tell somebody it'll get better, then you tell somebody
Hmm.
because it can only help and benefit you. Because I'm telling you, man, listen, I see a therapist. I talk to this woman and I tell her my deepest thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about somebody where you can sit and talk to and one of your homeboys and they be like, yeah, my guy, nah, you good, you good. No, you not good. You crashing out every week. You not good. Something's behind that. Man, listen, people of color and people in general, it is nothing wrong with seeking help. It is nothing wrong with talking to people about your situation that's going on. And it could be a person that just has nothing to do with you. Even if you want to call a friend and be like, "Yo, man, let me throw something in your ear real quick." And when people call you to talk to you, that's what they call to do. Talk. They didn't call for you to talk. They call for you to listen. That's why God gave you two ears and one mouth. He wants you to do more listening and less talking.
Right.
So when people come to you, it take a lot for a person to come to you and say, "I need help." When people come to you, help them. Be there. It's not a game. It's not funny.
Right. Family Chronicle says they have identifiers for people with mental challenges. I didn't even know that, but I'm not surprised.
It's a bracelet
It
or a
might not
necklace.
be, but mm-mm.
It got it. Well, listen. Well,
Well,
let
it's
me know
just
where to
like you
get
know how
one.
like autism they have the puzzle piece. So sometimes people have like a puzzle piece pin. Sometimes they'll have a puzzle piece just shirt on or a bag. They'll have the wristband. They'll have a headband hat. Like if you see the puzzle piece, you know that okay, something they're either a supporter or like a family member that they care about has autism or they have autism. Like you know something with autism is there. So
Yeah,
maybe it's similar to that.
and for y'all, for those that don't know, like if you have a person that has autism in your household, right, and they crashing out, and you got to call the police.
When you call, first thing you should say
No,
is
no,
they let them
you let
know.
them know that the
Hmm.
person is autism, but also if they just show up on the scene because you know what I'm saying, arguing with that person or whatever, whatever. If you got a blue light, plug the blue light into your porch and you cut that light on before they get there. And they supposed to know that there's a person with special needs in that house. That
That's a
that's
universal thing. I never
yeah,
heard that before.
yeah. The blue light symbols that there's a person with special needs in that house.
I never heard that before,
Oh
ever.
God. Oh
Mm-mm.
God. People that got special need people in their family, they know. If you ride by a house, because I deliver Amazon a lot. If I ride by a house and I see a blue light, that lets me know if I'm delivering to a house that got a blue light, that lets me know that there's a person there with special needs and preferably autism. That's facts.
Mm,
You could Google
I'll
that.
have to look into it. Yeah. Okay, so Ashley says, "You're good, boo. Do you, baby?" So I guess you must have said something when I cut out and she was telling you you good. Michelle says, "I'm impressed with the way you holding it down, bamboo. Also, mental health is really real." Sheila says, "Later, guys, party time. Have fun, Sheila."
Have
Who was
fun, man.
wait that? Well, I guess I haven't gone out like during the holidays so in so long, like because it would you would be doing
Especially on a
family stuff.
Wednesday.
But I'm thinking Christmas, they're open on a Wednesday night. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they
Well,
got a Christmas special.
hold on. Sheila lives in Atlanta, ain't know.
No, she lives in Texas.
Oh yeah. They partying, especially Houston playing tonight too. Yeah, they
Listen,
party without a doubt.
John John says, "Have you guys talked to Travis? Him and his family laid heavily on my heart this week. We have not talked to Travis, and I hope everything is okay with them and that they were at least able to enjoy their Christmas as they navigate through everything that's going on with
And,
them."
and John, let me be the first to tell you, man. I'm glad that it wasn't just me that had them on my mind
Mhm.
all week. I'm
Mhm.
glad it wasn't just me because I was hoping that, when they got on that I would either hear something different, that they was trying to, work something out, or, I could give them at least 2 minutes of advice. But, our prayers are always with Trav and his wife.
Mhm.
You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Our prayers are always with them, man. And, I hope I hope, man, by the grace of God, man, that
At least,
somebody
at the
somebody
very
figure it
least,
out over there.
that they were able to enjoy today with their family. Family time.
Nah, nah,
Set
nah,
all
nah,
that to the
nah.
side for the time
Mm,
being and just enjoy the holidays.
Nah, man.
And
I want y'all, man.
you
Fuck
can't stay
Christmas.
in
I
the
want you
negativity the whole time. You have to
for
sometimes
forget
focus on something
Christmas.
else to regroup and come back.
Forget Christmas, man. I want y'all to be happy forever for life.
But that's not that change. All the stuff that they have gone through that they were comfortable sharing is not going to change from a week. So that's an unrealistic expectation to
My
think that.
all my expectations are unrealistic. All of them.
So to think that in 1 week by the next live, everything was going to be
Yeah,
100% happy till the like.
man. Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. And I ain't the most religious person in the world, man. But all things are possible with
No,
prayer,
you're
man.
right,
And
100%.
man, God could change some things, man, in your life immediately, in your life quick. When God put that anointing on you, man, He make all big things go smaller, and all small things go bigger. When I'm telling you, it's power in the blood of Jesus. I'm telling you.
It is okay. I didn't know we was having a word.
Nah, I'm
Okay,
just saying. I'm just
Pastor
saying. I'm just saying.
Bamboo.
Nah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's power. It's
No, it
power in the
is.
blood, man. He died for a reason. He died for a reason, and I'm telling you, man, it's power in that. But I'm gonna move on from that, man, because God
Now
is
you
good.
know who we. So before I continue on, shout out to Avis. Avis has emailed. She has put in some topic requests and just been communicating with us via email. Shout out to her. We appreciate that. So I just wanted to say that.
Shut
Um,
your ass up, Avis. And the next time you show up at my goddamn door on a Sunday morning at 6:30, we gonna have a problem.
6:30 in the morning. Was it an emergency?
She needed to talk to me. It was 6:30 in the morning. Avis, you pop up over here again,
Okay, wait a
6:30 in the
minute. Wait a
morning.
minute. You just was
We gonna
talking
have a
about
problem.
mental health. If you
We
need to
got a
reach out
problem.
to somebody and talk to somebody, talk to the person. So if she felt like she needed to talk to you,
I can't tell you what she wanted to talk to me about, but it could have waited till 9 o'clock. It could have waited till 9 o'clock. Cuzzo got problems. Cuzzo always fucking with me early in the morning. I'm telling you, Cuzzo. I'm telling
oh,
you,
what
we
am I
gonna have
gonna
a
do with
problem.
you?
We gonna have a
Be-
problem.
Bella says, John, OMG. I was just thinking about Travis and his wife. Family Chronicles says not everyone have caregivers. A lot of people are on their own.
Yeah,
Michelle
but
says so true.
yeah,
Yeah,
but caregivers are people that you can apply for. You can apply for caregivers. You know what I'm saying? The state. I don't know about y'all state. I don't know what it's like in Colorado. I don't know about um, Alabama and all of that. I could just tell you in Connecticut, caregivers come a dime a dozen. There's always somebody with a 2004 Nissan Altima that's willing to care for you.
all right.
Always.
You get on my nerve.
They might come to your house smelling like weed, but they gonna care for you.
OMG.
They gonna get that government money.
Avis says, I'm proud of you, cousin. Having survived a heart attack, I take medicine and I don't want to mix mental meds. Well, I'm not telling you to take meds or whatever, but if you're already on medication and you have mental health issues, your provider, your doctor is
He know
they
what to
know
mix them
what you're
with and what
taking,
not to
so they
mix it up.
know what combo to stay away from. And sometimes you have to try a few before you find something that works. And
Avis,
so,
stop.
but
Just stop, Avis. Just stop. I'm
so
just stop immediately.
Mika
Stop.
says, I remember that she was talking about the counselor person getting shot. Michelle says, I feel bad for officer. That's a tough job. It really is a tough job. It really is. Family Chronicle says this is why society needs to be made more aware that people with mental challenges exist and people need to take the time to educate themselves and realize everything isn't all black and white. So
Yeah, but when you have a person that's in the gray area, if you don't want nobody to know that they're in the gray area, how is somebody supposed to know if it's black or white? How are they supposed to know? That's my only thing. And that's
my
because I
thing
deal
is,
with the public. I deal with the public. So how am I supposed to know other than somebody coming to my bus with a aluminum foil hat and a purple crayon Talk about they filling out a job application. How am I supposed to know?
So I just
But
feel
hold on,
like
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I said that as a joke, but
I
I
know
really had that happen. And I had somebody get on my bus and they put $1.75 in for themselves. And then they was like, yeah, and I'm gonna pay $1.75 for
for
my
this.
man back there. And I was like, I'm looking, I'm like, where the nigga at? I'm thinking the person running to the bus. He was like, he said, yo, man, go ahead and sit down. And I'm like, I said, oh shit. And literally had a whole conversation back there with his mans
Pico.
and them. And
Did you
I
make
was
him
like,
pay? Did you say nah? This one on the house.
absolutely not.
You took his
Put
money?
what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna tell him? What I'm gonna tell him that nah, bro, you by yourself?
No, but you could
Go
just
ahead,
be
put
like,
that.
it's all right. Don't worry about it, player.
Nah,
Y'all good.
nah, cause then they be like, no, I got it, nigga. I got money. I got money. Nah, go and put that in, and go on. You and your man go and grab a seat. Y'all
That's
need
crazy. You just
Y'all need
robbed
transfers.
y'all. So, oh my god, I cannot believe you.
Y'all
Now
need transfers.
there is a story. So he called. Sean works in telecommunications. So this was years and years and years ago. He was at a job, and Sean from the hood. I'm from the hood too, but he from Brooklyn, so it's a little different. He called me because he didn't know how to handle the situation. Not he didn't he just wanted to know like how to basically like not like you said like telling the person like, oh, this ain't real, but like also not egging them on, like just kind of like stay neutral. So he got called to her apartment and she was like, listen, the people upstairs, the people downstairs, and aliens is listening in on her and watching her in her apartment. And okay, is watching her in her apartment. Hey. And so she
Whoa, who
said they
that?
were interfering
Oh, what up,
with
sis?
her internet, right? So he goes inside the apartment to go take a look to see what's what. She has aluminum foil everywhere. She got aluminum foil over all the wires, on the ceilings. She got it around. Built a little box around the modem and router. Like everything is aluminum foiled up. And then so one of his other like technicians pulled up with him that we're cool with.
Trish, you gotta turn on your
They're like,
background, baby.
listen. She's like, listen, if you listen right now, you can hear them now. So she climbs on top of her bed, stacks some stuff up so that she could put her ear to the ceiling. She's like, I can hear them right now. They plotting on me, and they stealing my Wi-Fi, and they trying to watch me. So then they take it. You gotta remove this stuff if you want to keep the surroundings out from blocking whatever's going on there. You could do that, but we're gonna have to take it off the box so you can get your signal. So they took it off, no signal. So then they go to the little utility room that got all the wires and stuff. She done somehow got in there and done aluminum foil the stuff up back there too. So like it's real, and some of it is painfully obvious to see. So it's
All right.
not like it. Poor, and she was an older lady too. Poor granny.
Poor granny.
um but
Trish,
and she didn't have a caregiver. She didn't have,
you
it's
can
just,
apply for them though. You can apply.
well,
You can apply.
listen,
Yo, what up? Yo, Trish, you gotta turn your background down, baby.
How do I do that?
your TV.
Oh,
Whatever's in
my
the back.
background noise. I
She
What's
said,
good
how
with
I
you?
do that?
Well, the
Merry
volume button.
Christmas.
Start with the volume button. You looking beautiful. Not as ever, because I seen you looking better before, but you looking beautiful today.
it's Christmas, not too much.
Right.
You know what I'm
Not too
saying?
much. All right.
I'm saying you,
So
you you looking great. What's good with you, brother?
listen.
What's on your mind?
You said what's good with you,
So
brother?
Mama. I talk to her.
listen. So listen.
Run your mouth.
You always say, or you're saying that they can apply for one, but not every person with a mental challenge have the ability to apply for anything.
Or
There's people out
qualify.
here, right? Okay, so I have a son with autism. I worry about this thing every day. Like, is Am I instilling enough of knowledge into him that he's going to be able to care for himself? I'm his caregiver now. If I die today, tomorrow, my husband passed today, tomorrow, I worry about where does he go next. And this is what makes, making an issue with society, because the next step for him will be the government takes over. You know what I mean?
And I feel
So when
like
you
things gonna
say,
be good when the government put their
and
hand to some
things might
stuff.
not be good. He might get a good group home. They might watch him. We hear about kids with autism, adults with autism wandering. They don't even know they left. So what I'm saying, that's what I meant by black and white. It's not always so black and white. So you see somebody on the street going crazy, the first thing people say is, "Oh, he crazy. Oh, call the police. Let's shoot him down." That's why I mean, like, society needs to educate themselves that everyone's not normal. That's why I asked you, define normal. And you
Well,
could be sane today and gone tomorrow. Your mind could be gone tomorrow, and there's no one to protect you or take care of you. My mom, if I lose my mind right now, my mom can't take care of me.
who can't take care of you?
My mom, she
I
can't.
know your
She's
mother.
getting. No, I'm saying she's getting older. She needs someone to take care of her. So what
Well,
I'm. That's why I'm saying, like,
well, let
you
me.
say signs and bracelets. You can wear those signs and bracelets every day, but if the world is not aware of what those signs and those bracelets mean, where do you go from there?
I'm gonna tell you where you go. I'm gonna tell you where you go. So if the person, like in your situation, right? My personal
Mm-hmm.
opinion again,
Mm-hmm.
people don't know your situation. This is my second time hearing about my nephew having autism. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But there is resources that you can go to. If
Mm-hmm.
something happens to you today or tomorrow, let's
Oh
say
yeah, I'm
they
going
got
off of what
somewhere.
Dad said. What if they're an adult and they had a caregiver, and that caregiver didn't set them all up for that? Because let me tell you, that costs money. That has to be funded. The state doesn't have enough.
Caregiver,
Yes, that
the
costs
state
money.
the
The state
state
has to.
provides you with a caregiver. They
Okay, you think
provide
it's
you with
just.
it.
I know they provide you with a caregiver, but that caregiver is not going to take care of your child or your loved one, or like your person, like you said, as great as you're going to take care of them.
Well,
They'll
you
say,
dead.
okay,
You
and
dead.
when you're,
Why would you? You're dead.
I understand that. I'm saying they'll say it's easy as saying, "Oh, Miss Sweat, don't worry about it. If you die today or tomorrow, we got him." Do we know that? Because there's a lot of people who suffer from mental illness that are wandering in the streets right now, who went through that whole process, and the state didn't give a mess about
So
them.
let me give you a little insight. If as a parent, you do the best that you can do with your child, whether they have mental issues or not.
Mhm.
But once God take you from them, that's on them.
That's on them is crazy. As a parent, you still like I don't know. Okay, if I'm gonna be in
Now,
heaven, I'm gonna be in heaven worried about my babies. If I'm in a black pit of nothingness, I'm gonna be in a black pit of nothingness worried about my babies. If
not me,
I'm
man.
whatever
I'm be
state,
worried about the
I'm
next.
gonna be worried about my babies.
I'm be
Like
worried
period.
about
Don't
the
matter if
next
I'm
thing.
100 when I went and they was 20. I mean not
Well,
20, Jesus, 70, 80. I'm still gonna be worried about my babies.
I can
Right.
honestly say I am a selfish ass because if I'm dead, I'm hoping I ain't worrying about nobody but what's next, what's coming for me next, the afterlife. And I swear to you, I just
I
said
hope
to
they re-put you right back with the same family
I
all over again that you trying to
don't
As
escape
the
I
cat or as the dog.
as the roach.
I told my wife today. I told my I told my wife today. I said, if I'm on my deathbed, right? Don't bring my son in hopes to think that he gonna be the one to encourage me to come back. No, he gonna be the one to encourage me to keep going to the light. Yes, I'm saying no. Listen, y'all don't understand how difficult it is as a parent dealing with somebody with autism. Yes,
So
I'm saying.
imagine a person out there that didn't have a parent that set them up for life. Or imagine a person that's out there that don't have anybody to deal with them. There are people who have checked them. Matter of fact, let's go back. There's people who are afraid to even check themselves in because they're turned away. Or there's people who don't have the sound mind to say I need to go take that medication or I need that. There's people out there that's wandering the streets that don't get any support or help at all.
Sis, I work in Stamford, Connecticut, and on bus 331 in the morning, there's a group of people that they going up there, they crashing out on that bus. They got this place. It's called the I forgot it, but it'll come to my mind. When they walk in there, they crashing out. When they walk out of there, oh, the best passengers you could ever have. The Du Bois Center, the Du Bois, the Du Bois Center. But before they walk into the Du Bois Center, they crashing out. But my point that I'm trying to tell you guys is if you have a person in your family that has mental health, right?
Mhm.
Then you have to be there for that person. You have to make sure that that person is good because society isn't going to be able to recognize whether that person is good or not. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly. That goes back to the topic of your show today.
so
I'm
what you have
blessed to
to
be
do.
able to do that, but everyone doesn't have those
So
resources
let
or
me give.
that family or that bamboo
Oh,
or that
I
Trish. You understand what I'm saying?
I know
Everybody
I
doesn't have
know.
that.
Mm-mm.
But Trish, let me give you a little advice on some real shit.
What if you got
If
multi-generational mental health? So the mom got it, grandma got it, the kid got it, that like
oh, you
everybody got
already
it.
know
So
who
you
I'm
got the
talking
blind leading the blind.
about.
Hmm.
I'm pulling
And then
I'm
there's
pulling.
people out there that don't even know they suffer from mental
That's what
health.
I was saying.
There's
You
people
pretty
out
much
there.
know when you're suffering.
No, you
No,
don't. There's people out here, like she said, there's people that are in the room
especially
but
like
are not in the room.
schizophrenia is so crazy that it usually doesn't present itself until later in life anyway. And then a lot of times,
Right.
like if it's a movie called A Beautiful Mind,
Hmm.
watch it because he doesn't get diagnosed until he was a genius, like the way. And usually really 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 smart people have schizophrenia, some form of it. Doesn't mean like they're psychotic or they the psychosis type, but for a long time he was seeing people that wasn't there, but he didn't know that they weren't there until way later. And you watched a movie the whole time you thinking all the people that he's seeing is really there. He's living his life. He was like at 60 years old by the time he realized
Oh,
all
he
those
leaving.
people from
He leaving.
college and all that kind of
Right.
stuff, them people wasn't there. You watching the movie and then that's when you figuring out them people wasn't there either. You
He
crazy
leaving.
with them. Not crazy.
Listen,
You're seeing these things, like it's
if
just the way that it is.
if I'm talking to somebody and people around me is looking at me like this,
But they don't know that. It's like I don't know
then
why they don't
I
know
should
that.
know
Like
that this person ain't real. I should know that because everybody that I'm talking to my man around ain't gonna give me the same look. He knew he was low.
But you
He
don't
was
be having to have a
730.
full blown conversation with them. You could just see somebody in the corner and like, okay, see the person over there, but whole time that person not really there.
Well, don't get me wrong, because I got my moments where
What
I
if people
talk to
hear
myself
voices and
too.
they think that's their conscious talking to them? Like
I
what if for their whole life that's all that they've known was those voices? Like for us that don't have
they think that's
schizophrenia,
normal.
we
They think
we
that's
we
normal.
thinking like, okay, we talking to ourselves in our mind, right? That's our conscious mind, whatever, all that going on.
hold
But
on,
for
hold on.
somebody that hear voices, they could be thinking that's Jesus talking to them.
So
They
let
could
me
be
ask you a
thinking, oh,
question.
you say you have thoughts in your mind and you have your conscious. This my conscious talking to me, and it
So
might be 10 of them in there. I don't
so
know.
let me ask you a question. When you talking to yourself, you talk to yourself in your mind, or you verbally start talking to yourself?
I talk
Because
to myself in my mind, but sometimes I'm
oh
like,
God,
why
no.
would you do that? Like if I left my phone downstairs, went upstairs, came downstairs to get the phone, forgot that I needed to get it because I got something else, went back upstairs. Like I still went downstairs. I'm not talking to nobody in particular. I'm just getting on myself because I just did something stupid.
'Cause when I talk to myself out loud, and I talk to myself as a third party.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
be like,
really a
yo,
good. It's really a
I'd
good
be
movie,
like,
A Beautiful Mind.
damn, Reese, what the fuck they talking about? Who the fuck they
See, but
talking to? And
you
I
saying
answer
that's
myself back. I'd be
crazy,
like, these niggas ain't
But
talking to me because
but that's if
I
Maurice,
somebody
would
with
knock shit out of
schizophrenia
that
and they
somebody.
does.
talking that doesn't.
But the question is, does talking to yourself affect your daily life?
Sometimes, yeah. Cause I be
Okay, well,
wondering,
They're
I
not
be
gonna
looking
approve
around.
that. They're not gonna approve no therapist because you talking to yourself or you talking to an imaginary friend or the people that you see that ain't there, unless
that's
it's
talking to
debilitating.
yourself. Yeah, exactly. Good word.
I
Is
be
it
looking around.
debilitating to your
Does it
lifestyle and
affect
your
your
life?
ADLs?
Yes. Does it affect your ability to take care of yourself, make money, and keep yourself going in this society?
You ain't never been looking around
Yourself
like
gonna be
this.
like, bro, add some more seasoning to them
You
eggs.
you
They
never
looking a
start
little
looking.
light.
Have you ever started
Go
looking
ahead and
around?
scramble it a little bit more.
So
We want some cheese on
you
that.
ain't never start looking around like this, and somebody say, "The fuck you looking for?" And you be like, "Nigga, I'm looking for who the fuck you think you talking to," and then you
That's
forget.
different.
Yeah, nigga, I'm telling you, it affects me. It affects me every day.
But you still could get up and go to work and be a productive citizen in
Oh yeah,
society.
I'm a what they call I'm a functional.
Yeah, my
I'm
son is
functional.
functional too. He has functional autism.
I
Yo,
don't
my
even. I
son
wouldn't
isn't.
even label he. Bamboo have his own whatever it is.
No,
He's
Bamboo
the
got
inventor.
something.
Yes, he's the creator of it. They need to study it so that they can help. We need to get MRIs of his brain. We
This
need
is
stem cells. We need to send it up to the labs for the scientists and stuff
this
to
how you
tap
think
in.
about this how you think of your side nigga daddy on Christmas.
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna use your own words. You know, you got something.
Oh, I know I got issues. That's why I take the time and talk to myself because I already know I've been wild out. I've been crashed out on somebody. You know what I'm saying? I know I got an issue. You know what I'm saying? I
You a little
unfortunately
throat, just a
I
little
don't I
bit.
don't I don't I don't think like the average person think. I don't talk like the average person talk. I'm my own breed. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to these comments. 'Cause there's a few comments in here that's pretty good.
Okay. So I'm
God damn.
gonna let's see get down because let's see.
Sis, I like
So
that
wait,
Christmas tree in the back.
Michelle says, "Shout out to you,
You know
Avis.
what?
6:30
You like
a.m. is
what?
crazy though." John
I'm in the
says,
bathroom.
"Avis,
Don't do
next
me.
time come at
You
5
had a
a.m.
Christmas tree in the back.
LOL." Let's see. Trish says, "Not too much on Avis. Next time, show up at 4 a.m." They trying to get her to come in earlier. Michelle says, "LOL, whatever, Mr. Rigby." Because you came
First
at
of
the
all,
CNAs with the
first of
Nissans.
all, I am proud of my Astro van. That Astro van is still running hard.
Sound a little rapey to me. Avis
Call it
says,
what you
"You're
want.
lying. It was 6:30 p.m."
She's a liar. She is a liar. I got it on ring cam. Please don't let me download it. I got it on
Download
ring
it and
cam.
send it for the next live.
Got
Tell
it on
Ava
ring
she don't
cam.
have to. She don't have to prove herself.
She does.
No, she
Ashley said,
don't.
"What? We need a story time, Sean." Sean don't. This is what Sean do. He told me to stop. He yelling at me over there saying stop. What
I heard him
Sean
too.
does, you heard him too.
I heard him. Stop, Destiny.
He'll say like two words to start the story, and he'll be like, "All right, babe, go ahead, Destiny, you tell it because you tell it better." So that
God,
was the story
Destiny.
time. That was it. I mean, we got stories for days with him and his telecommunications. At when he was a technician, and he had this white rich lady in Manhattan. He was fixing her penthouse, putting in her, doing her install, and he. I don't know if you could find the
Yeah, she can
recording or
hear you
whatever,
too.
but she told me some. She try to sneak and throw money.
No, nigga. No, we can't. Hey, yo, for anybody that don't know, Fig Newton
He
slap.
had. He
That's
keep cutting me out. He don't want me talking, so he keep muting my mic. I'll tell you later, Ash. Okay. So anyway, it's stories for days. Okay, let's see. Oh, Michelle says she loves your Christmas tree, Trish.
Oh, thank
I
Kit
told
you.
her I see your
says, "Yo,
Christmas tree.
yo, Merry Christmas, brothers and sister. Merry
That's little bro.
Christmas." Ashley says, "Baby went to the bathroom to get that point across. Go, girl."
Yo, let
Listen.
me hold on.
Period.
Let me give y'all a big shout out to my little bro Keith, man, because these last
Hi,
two
Keith.
years, these last 2 years have really been difficult for us, especially during the holidays. You know, because of the loss of our mother. You know what I mean? But big little bro actually been, you know what I'm saying, holding it down. And there's times I see my little bro, and I know he going through it. I know he going through it, and he finds a way to tough it out, man. So, little bro, man, big ups to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I feel you, man. We have our moments, man. But I feel you, man. So big up to you, bro.
Shout out to you guys. I know it can't be easy.
Oh man, it's
Yeah.
harder than you guys could ever imagine.
So Bella says, "Talk about it, Trish." Michelle says, "Bamboo. Sometimes you can be a huge disappointment." I tell him that sometimes it's like this. He gonna be at one end of the scale or the other. He gonna be really great. Like you, you know what? You all right? I see why the people keep you around. And then sometimes you be like, "Who are you?" So it's no real in between. But that's why I kind of love him because of the spontaneity of it. Like that's my guy. But
Well, it's no
sometimes
need
I'd
to
be
being
like,
dis.
"What in the?"
It's no need of being disappointed in me because I'm
Here
I'm
we
I'm
go.
I be completely disappointed in some of these people on how they leave their people out here for me to deal with. I'm like completely. Don't be disappointed in me.
Mm.
I promise you, like because I personally feel if you got somebody that needs that kind of attention, whether they're your senior parent, your grandmother, your grandfather, or whoever, that's your job to deal with it, not mine. I
Mhm.
shouldn't have to deal with that.
But
That's
let
my
me ask you a question. Have you
run your
ever
mouth.
gotten to the point where you seen a little kid in like the store or something and they're cutting up and everything and another person see the same kid and like they need a ass whoop or that parent this, but in the back of your mind like that kid is suffering from autism or that kid has some type of mental disability, therefore you don't think those same things so you would know how to approach that kid
I know how to approach it if
because of your experience.
because of my experience,
That
but
is what I'm talking
that
about. If we
but that
educate the
person
world with the same
But
concept,
that person that feel like that kid need their ass whoop, he or she's entitled to their opinion. Yeah, they need an ass whooping.
but do you think, okay, so let
But
me,
they don't need
this
an
is my
ass whooping if they're
last
going through a
question, and I
crisis,
won't
though.
talk about it anymore. So when your person, that's how you say it, or my person, or anybody else's person, are doing the things that they cannot control, right? If you gave them that ass whooping, would it fix it?
Yeah, we on live. I can't answer that question. We on
Yes, you
live.
can. If
No, I
you
can't.
get okay, I'm gonna say if I thought that I could do that a long time ago to fix the situation,
It'd have been done.
it would have been done,
It's
right?
not gonna. That's not
I'm on live. I ain't gonna
ass
confirm nor
whoopings. Is
deny.
not gonna fix
I'm
mental
not gonna
illness.
confirm nor deny.
Exactly.
I'm just gonna say they know. I personally know from experience they know what they're doing. I
Okay.
personally know from experience. But we're gonna move on. But I appreciate the you getting on. You know what I'm saying? But we got 5 more minutes, so we about to
No,
give you the
we
red
don't.
button.
We've been told we don't even got
Yeah, we
5
got
minutes.
like
But
2 more minutes because 110. So we about to get sis. I love you.
I love you
But
thank you
too.
for coming
I
on.
gotta give you the red
No
button.
problem.
Hit
Yeah,
it with the red
I'm
button,
out anyway.
Sean.
I'm about to go
Hit it with the
finish
red button,
enjoy
Sean.
my
Hit it with the red
Christmas.
button,
Merry
Sean.
Christmas.
Bye, Scrooge.
Right. That's what he is, Scrooge.
See
Ashley
ya.
says, "Good night, Moon family.
Love
Have
you,
a
sis.
safe
I
Christmas
love you
and New
too.
Year's. Love you guys. Good night,
Bye.
Ash. You too." Bella says, "What's the name of the movie again?" John says,
A
"Beautiful
beautiful
Mind." I think she
mind.
said, "Yeah, it is. It's a Beautiful Mind." And it's really good. It's a long movie, but and you got to pay attention. It's not one of those movies that you could sit, talk, scroll, text. You got to be locked in because it's literally a mind movie. So you got to pay attention, but it's good. I had to watch it twice to kind of catch what it's just it's a lot. By the end, you're like, what the heck? So then yeah, but anyway, John says, no, you can't. No, you can talk to yourself as long as you're not answering yourself.
I answer
That's true.
myself too, John.
Oh my god.
I do. When I ask myself, and I be like, who the fuck they think they talking to? I look at myself, be like, they talking to you, nigga.
That's crazy. So
Yeah, I answer
Michelle
myself
says
too.
that's a topic in its own right, Bamboo. Really good question. Shout out to you, Keith. Mika says Keith and did the little black hands. Yes, I love when people use the brown skin emojis. It just makes me feel really good. So anyway,
That's our time.
that is our time for
And
this episode. I'm sorry for all these technical difficulties. It was really
I
ghetto.
I really do appreciate you guys chiming in with us on Christmas,
Hanging
man.
in through
And
all of these shenanigans
you know,
on
and
your Christmas day.
for those that didn't have, you know what I'm saying, next year should be better for you. I pray that next year be better for you. For those that did have, just remember, man, that next year it might not be the same. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I always pray for you guys, man, and it's a blessing for you guys to get on with us on Christmas Day. You know what I mean? So with that being said,
And
don't
just
forget to
so
like,
you guys
subscribe, and
know,
share.
we're
Tell a friend to tell a
probably
friend.
we're probably not gonna do January 1st just because
I'm gonna be drunk.
People
I'm gonna
gonna
be
be,
drunk.
it's gonna be a lot of catching up, making up. So we'll
I'm gonna be drunk.
see what day next week we're gonna
I'm gonna be
do.
drunk.
But anyway, we'll be here. So happy new year to you guys. Be safe because there's been a lot of car accidents going crazy with the traveling,
Yeah, facts.
people drinking, getting crazy. Be safe. And we look forward to seeing you guys on the next live. Again, thank you for being here. We love you guys. Tell a
And
friend to
try,
tell a friend
man,
to
when you
tell a
get a
friend to tell a
chance, man,
friend.
reach out to your boy, man. You know what I mean? Let us know what's going on. But again, thanks for watching, man. Love you guys. Appreciate it. Tell a friend, tell a friend.
This
We out.
wraps this episode. Hit them with the
Let
red
me hit my gang
button.
signs. Hit my gang signs. Hit him with the
Do
red button, Sean.
say it in Spanish.
What? Gang sign?
No, say good night and Merry Christmas in
Oh
Spanish.
man, I don't know no
Just say
damn.
it in Spanish.
I don't know Spanish. All I know
You
is Feliz La Vida. I don't know
no,
Spanish.
I'm talking about how they be talking. How you said they be talking?
Oh. Yeah, I
Red
thought
button.
I thought you said Christmas like Feliz Navidad. I was on some.
Feliz Navidad.
It's Feliz.
Yes.
So who fell?
Bye. All right, guys. Good night.
Feliz. All right. Well, Feliz Navidad. We out. I gotta refresh this.